escapism as a term that perhaps best expresses how popular fiction functions as a therapy. This is a statement I found in Gary Hoppensted's book, Popular Fiction and Anthology. So, what is escapism? If someone finds there is no hope in the real world, he or she wants to find a place or something to seek further comfort. This is called escapism. 4 years ago, when I was a freshman in high school, I suffered from hopelessness. Japanese animation, especially tennis prints, is the very important thing that I seek for escapism. At first, it offered me a place to escape from the real world. After about a year, it supported me to change the unpleasant situation I was in. Frankly speaking, if it was not Japanese animation, I couldn't stand up from where I fell. Even though it was about 4 years ago, the memories are still vivid in my mind. Something terrible happened, threw me into desperation. One is the frustration I got in the first midterm exam. For I studied really hard, but the academic performance was totally terrible. The other is that I couldn't find my place in a class, especially after I took a week off because of a severe cold. At that time, I felt that I was not needed in the class. With these two heavy blows, I became a person who just cared herself, never reactive in participating in class activities, and always left school as soon as possible. Also, it was at that time that I started to indulge myself into Japanese animations in order to seek some emotional support and distract my attention from the painfulness I got in school life. One of those anime I liked the best at that time was Tennis Prince. Tennis Prince describes the effort the main character, Ryoma, and his teammates make in order to win the first prize in national tennis contest. I was impressed by two things in this animation. The first is the effort they make to achieve their goal. Even though others look down on them, they always believe they can and never give up until the last minute. The other is the attitude Ryoma takes toward his dreams. It is at that time that he finds what he wants, that he never stops improving himself. Even though he encounters some destructive blows, he will never give up, but stands up from where he falls. Because what I saw in Tennis Prince was totally different from the experience I had in the freshman year. I could seek for escapism in it. Take a metaphor. My life at that time was like a black sky without any lights. And Tennis Prince was the only dim light in the sky that gave me directions and support. Therefore, I indulged myself in it. However, my real life was still a mess. It wasn't until one day my parents found I was not willing to study hard. They took away my computer that I decided to start to face the reality. At that time, I clearly noticed that I couldn't rely on Japanese animation anymore. Therefore, I decided to take the same attitude as Ryoma has to face the difficulties in my life. I tried to find passions in studying and set the goals I wanted to achieve. Even though I encountered some obstacles, I would never give up easily, but just kept trying To my surprise, I got a letter from the teacher. In the letter, she expressed her expectation and happiness for my different performance than before. And she encouraged me to keep maintaining this attitude toward everything. Also, as for the relationship with my classmates, instead of complaining about being needless for others, I was more active in joining class activities. Therefore, I could build friendship with others more easily. All in all, from past to present, from escapism to encouragement, from falling down to standing up. I cannot separate these changes from the hopes and supports I get from tennis practice. Therefore, I will keep enjoying it and put what I learned from it into practice in my daily life. TME.